Aye, we give you the facts. It's not what you think. Popeye Newsling, Young King, 1 yard, bless.
Good morning, Popeye. Grandma watch Popeyes every morning and every night.
Greetings, viewers and subscribers. Do remember that Different Strokes will be held next week, Saturday, March 25. It will be held at the Waves Beach in Negril. Different Strokes is a retro party. At Different Strokes, you get the best of the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Pre-sold tickets are now on sale. On the wheels of steel will be Mixmaster Marvin, the Captain Colin Hines, and DJ Gemini. Different Strokes is a mixed drink inclusive event. Different Strokes is about non-stop music, pure fun, and a great atmosphere. Different Strokes is fully endorsed by Popeye Newslinks. Don't miss it. Now, when we start today's journey, remember that we had left George's Plain and we are on our way to Hanover. We'll be heading to Glasgow and then we are going to be heading to Kingsville. This commute was from sometime last year. So now watch the rain. I don't know this week rain or yesterday rain. It's from last year. So when we start today's journey, continue to sit back, continue to relax, and continue to enjoy this journey with me. Now, have you been following the saga with Akeem Gray from Gael in the parish of St. Mary? Well, what we are learning is that a big operation was carried out in the Gael area last night. The security forces, they went in search of Akeem Gray, but he was not found. Akeem, you are wanted for questioning by the police. Now, my viewers, my subscribers, if you noticed, I haven't said anything about Akeem for the past few days. I haven't said anything because I was respectfully asked to hold on a bit. You notice the word I used? Respectfully. It is my understanding that based on some of the things that I brought to light, there is a big investigation taking place as far as Akeem is concerned. I will just tell you this for now because my viewers, my subscribers, listen to me. Akeem is a hoodlum. Akeem is a thief. Akeem is a robber. Akeem is a gunman. Akeem's girlfriend knew that Akeem was involved in hoodlum activities, and that is why I said she too was lying. Because you remember when I asked her if she had any reason to believe that Akeem was involved in any of the break-ins, she said no. Well, I can tell you this, that she had many reasons to believe so. In fact, she knew that Akeem was involved in stealing a truck. She knew that Akeem was involved in stealing a bike. She knew many things. You see, there is a lot more to say, but like I said, I was respectfully asked. But how many of you have been considering this? On what basis was Akeem hired and made a supervisor at a government agency? What qualifications does Akeem have to be made a supervisor? What due diligence was done, if any, to put him in that post? The bigger question is, who was it that gave the orders that Akeem should be given that post? Wanna think we're done? We just a come. And if you want bex, if you want to bex, that a fear business. Over here so, we no deal with emotions. We no deal with rumor. We deal with facts. We deal with truth. Remember me tell you. Now, this incident, it took place last night, Monday, March 13, about some minutes after 10 o'clock. This one took place, well, if you know Negril, this one took place right at the entrance to Point Village, Hedonism 2 and Royalton Hotels on the Norman Manley Boulevard in Negril. That section of Norman Manley Boulevard where the accident took place is in the parish of Hanover. Remember now, a part of the Norman Manley Boulevard is in Hanover and another part is in the parish of Westmoreland. What we are learning is that man on your screen, his name is Ariel Absera. Is it Absera or Absera? On January 21, Ariel, he celebrated his 39th birthday. Ariel was a hotel manager and he lived at West End Road in Negril. Ariel's father is the owner of the Samsara Hotel at West End in Negril, as also the Legends Hotel on Norman Malley Boulevard. Ariel, he was the hotel manager for both properties. Well, last night, Ariel, he was driving a 2011 Grand Cherokee Jeep. He was traveling towards Green Island direction and reaching at the entrance of the 3 hotels that I stated before. Ariel, he was in the process of negotiating a right-hand corner. It is said that Ariel, he failed to keep to the left. As a result, the vehicle went into the right lane. Ariel, in trying to correct that, he steered the vehicle too hard to the left. As a result, the vehicle exited the left road edge and collided into the curve wall. The vehicle then slid sideways and collided into 2 utility poles, causing the utility poles to break. The vehicle then overturned and rested on its top. Now, if you look on your screen, there is a photograph of the Jeep on its top. If you look on the screen again, there is the said vehicle when it was eventually turned over. If you look on the vehicle, it was extensively damaged. Ariel, he didn't stand a chance. He received serious head and bodily injuries and he died on the spot. Sad indeed. Condolences to his family and friends. May his soul find rest. Now, my viewers, my subscribers, kill your speed, because guess what? Speed kills. Ah boy. Now, in this next incident, the Little London police, they are carrying out investigation to ascertain how a man met his demise. We are told that this man, he was popularly known as Bobella and he's said to be in his mid-50s. It is said that Bobella, he was of an unsound mind. We are told that yesterday afternoon, residents of the area, they stumbled upon the skeletal remains of someone who is suspected to be Bobella. The skeletal remains were found at a section of Delvland in the Little London police area known as Bath House. The skeletal remains, they were found in a hut in a remote part of the district where Bobella used to live. The police, they were informed and they commenced investigations. Now, if there's any other update in this case, we'll be updating this story. This next incident, it took place last night, Monday, March 13, about some minutes after 9 o'clock. We are getting unconfirmed reports that this one took place in the vicinity where 2-year-old Adrian Campbell, otherwise known as Chubby, was shot and killed Sunday night. It took place at Nical, in the Clarkstown area in the parish of Trelawney. We are learning that a man, he's known as Ian. It is said that Ian is in his early 50s and he operates a shop in the area. Ian was at his shop last night when a hoodlum who is known in the community, he approached Ian. The hoodlum pulled a gun and opened gunfire at shopkeeper Ian, hitting him all over his body. The hoodlum, he then made good his escape. The shopkeeper, he was assisted to a nearby hospital where he was treated and admitted. We are getting information that this shooting is connected to the killing of baby Chubby Sunday night, but we are still digging. We are told that when the police processed this crime scene, 6 9mm spent shells were recovered from the scene. The mayhem. Now, this next incident, it took place last night, Monday, March 13, about 9:30. It took place right in front of a supermarket along the Landilo main road in the parish of West Mayhem Land. Now, this is what we are learning. The supermarket was closed. 3 men were standing in front of the supermarket. They were standing and talking. We are told that 2 of the men, they are living nearby. The third man is a 25-year-old security guard. He was a security guard who worked at the supermarket until it was locked up. He's from another community in Savannah Lamar. Now, while they were there talking, we are told that a white Toyota Axio motorcar drove up and stopped some distance away from where the three men stood and were talking. Two hoodlums came out of the Axio and walked up towards the three men. The three men who were talking. They then realized that the two hoodlums had guns in their hands. The three men ran off in various directions and the hoodlums opened gunfire at the three men. The hoodlums, they then jumped back into the car and made good their escape. It was then realized that the 25-year-old security guard, he was shot. He received gunshot wounds to his right ankle. The security guard, he was taken to a nearby hospital where he was treated and admitted. The other two men, they were not harmed. You want to hear something else? We are told that when the police processed this crime scene, 17 9mm spent shells were recovered from the scene. The mayhem. So let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Have you hit on the love button as yet? If you have not yet done so, remember to do it. Also, if you are over here watching our videos and you have not yet subscribed, hit on the subscribe button. As also, hit on the notification bell. Then click all so that whenever we drop a new video, you will be the first to be notified. In the final story for today, yesterday, I gave you a history about what happened to the twins Eucal and Nical Dwyer on the early morning of May 12, 2020. I also told you about what may have led to that attack. But what I left out yesterday was the one word that led to the attack on the early morning of May 12, 2020. That one word, it means bitter. It means grudgeful. It means jealous. It means malicious. It means resentful. It means spiteful. Do you know what that word is? You don't? You see, old time people, they would say it is the worstest disease. Some people will tell you that it's worse than obia. Yes, man. That one word is known as BADMIND. It was BADMIND why Nical was attacked and killed on that fateful morning almost 3 years ago. In fact, the hoodlums, they had gone there to kill both of them. Nical's Voxy was stolen to make it appear as if the motive behind this attack was robbery, but that was not the motive. The motive was straight BADMIND. Now, here were two guys. Two guys who were from poor beginnings. Two guys who left their country and went to town. Two guys who worked hard and bought their vehicles. Two guys who worked hard and built their home. Two guys who decided to work for what they want. And Nical was killed in 2020 by someone who BADMIND him. The hoodlums also went there to kill Eucal. So both of them should have been killed from 2020. Yesterday, I had promised to give you the details as to how both Twin and Pat were killed. I have seen some persons speculating, but I know so it go. Like I said yesterday, Eucal, also known as Twin, he had stopped running on the Smithfield to Savannah Lamar route. He had abandoned the home that he and his brother built at McNeil Land in the Big Bridge area of West Mayhem Land. He had left and gone back to the hills where he is from. He was now driving a Toyota Wish motor car and he was flying the route White House to New Works. So yesterday, Monday, March 13, Eucal, also known as Twin, he was on the hustle. He got up early and he was doing what he knows best. He was out working. Now, I'm not sure at what point he picked up a male passenger that was in the car, but he picked up that lady on your screen at Bug. Her name is Patricia Stewart, but she's popularly known as Pat. just last month. Pat, she celebrated her 53rd birthday. Pat is a hard-working farmer. She's the mother of at least 2 sons. I'm not sure about any other children. Pat was sitting in the front of the car and the male passenger was sitting on the back seat. It would appear as if the passenger on the back seat, he asked Twin for a stop on reaching the Robbins River main road. Twin stopped and the passenger came out of the car. The male passenger, who turned out to be a hoodlum, he pulled a gun and opened gunfire, hitting both Pat and Twin in their head and their upper body. Twin, who still had the car in drive with one of his feet on the brake, he ended up losing control of the car because he was now injured and weak. The car ran off the road and ran into a yard where it collided into a palm tree in the said yard. The hoodlum, he then made good his escape. From all indication, both Pat and Twin, they died on the spot. Now, I've dropped a photo over on Patreon of both Pat and Twin in the car. The police, they were called, and we are told that when they processed this crime scene, a total of 17 9mm spent shells were recovered from the scene. So this hoodlum, he emptied his clip on both Pat and Twin because that was the instruction. Kill. This was a planned hit on the life of Twin. It is my view that someone doesn't want him to go to court to give evidence in the trial that is set for the Westmoreland Circuit Court on June 9. Not today, like you would have seen elsewhere. Pat was just at the wrong place. You see, let me address something. What these criminals must understand is that killing a witness is not the end of a matter in court. Section 31D of the Evidence Act allows the prosecution to put a witness statement in evidence in circumstances where the witness is dead or cannot be located or is kept away by fear. There are certain things that must be done for such a statement to be admitted, but once the witness is dead, all that is needed is a death certificate. What these hoodlums must understand is that whenever a witness go to court and go in the witness box and give evidence, the lawyer for the person on trial get a chance to ask the witness questions. When a witness statement is admitted under Section 31D of the Evidence Act, the witness who was killed or is not available cannot be cross-examined. So, for all of you who are planning on killing witnesses so that the case can be thrown out of court, we now have our next guest coming. The mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.
Tell a friend for tell a friend for tell a friend about Papa in Newslink and PNL Blog TV. Like, subscribe and share. Quicksilver sing, if we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. If we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. Hey, crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. I coulda sunshine or rain. Jamaica, no problem, no pain. Rude boy them knock out can't tame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. To the street and the lane, everybody them start complain. Bloodshed, what a shame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Jamaica, Jamaica, the land of the sun. Jamaica become now the land of the gun. East and north and south when me turn. Country and town, man a pay blood a run. Murder, don't you baby me hear them a murder. Cut it out, tell them mash up Jamaica. Criminals